Hello everyone, this is Riku Keyblade Master, and, well, we've done it. I want to wish you guys an early happy Juneteenth, but now that that is over, we just need to get, now that that's been decided, I don't mean like now that that's over, because Juneteenth is, you guys know exactly what I mean. And if you don't, I'm sure those who know what I mean can translate for you. But I did say, please don't take this the wrong way. I mean, a lot of people have been taking a lot of the stuff I said in the wrong context too. I also figured out that another reason why my subscriber count could be low, I talked to Sky Hurricane 89, but he dropped the 89. Sky, if you're watching this, shout out to you, my friend, for helping me through that whole thing. He explained that a lot of people's accounts have been terminated, and that's why, which really sucks. Because now I have to regain all that cred back again. And really, I worked very hard to get up to that score. Not gonna lie. I worked very hard to get that high. I'm not even kidding. And to see it just drop as fast as the ball on New Year's, after I get home from vacation, which of course I took some footage to, commemorate my vacation so you guys could see what was going on. Like I said, when we got to the aquarium, we paid for some boat thing or whatever to take us around. I thought it was going to be like an actual tube and we were going to be, like Sandy from SpongeBob, you know how she has to wear an air helmet or whatever? Well, excuse me, hiccup. Well, I kind of thought that was what was going to be the case, where we go through a tunnel where we're actually in the water. And they said it was called the Crystal Boat Tour. Crystal Boat Tour, my tail. Bull crap, we got ripped off. It was just us on a stinking conveyor belt, which broke multiple times and we had to walk anyway. Seriously, what a ripoff. I mean, a lot of the stuff was cool, I got a picture on Facebook where my mom and I, when we were in the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum part, the museum and aquarium are the same, in the same building, so to speak. For those of you that haven't been there, I'm sure there's probably a lot of you that have been there. Well, anyway, we found these little cardboard cutout things where, you stick your head through, like you do with when you're climbing down those things, and you there's these things that it's like an AstroTurf mat. And you have to, it's like a bubble you can stick your head in and see all the stuff. It's actually simulating that you're underwater, which is cool. Of course, my silly butt, I went through the tunnel and I didn't know I was supposed to stick my head through the hole, so my mom was like, try again, hon. Man, man, did that give me some serious, road rash, rug burn, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Let's check and see if my knees actually healed. Yeah, they look like they actually healed quite nicely. They don't hurt anymore. Thank goodness. Anyway, the thing is that it was pretty cool. My mom chose to be the guy holding the snake, and I was in the snake's mouth, basically. Or I was the snake, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Which reminds me of when my brother Lorenzo got his tonsils taken out. And, which I told you guys that story a long time ago. But for those of you who don't remember, there was a point where his tonsils got, like, super, super inflamed. To the point where, it was literally there was only literally 1 inch left of room before it hit the inside of his throat, like the walls of the inside of his throat, and could have caused more damage. Lucky you don't need your tonsils to actually live. Same thing with your appendix. I'm told you don't really need that to survive because it's like a secondary vacuum. Oof, sorry about that. Camera center problem. Anyway, yeah. And this is weird. Like, after the operation, he got to choose what kind of picture he wanted to stick a picture of his tonsils on. And this is weird. I mean, I know my brother loves snakes, but too bad they didn't have a fatter snake. Because his tonsils, I don't know if they blew up the size or if they were really that big, but they were literally this gosh darn big, or at least the picture made it bigger. They couldn't even fit inside the snake at all. They didn't even fit inside the snake at all. Stinking hiccups. I mean, you know, like, it was weird. But then, this was back when we were living in that apartment I told you guys above our old store known as Lagos years ago. It had 2 different apartments. There was one that was bigger, which is the one that my mom is in right now. And then one that was small, like small, and had hazardous steps to it. My brother Antonio lives in that one. And I don't know if I told you guys this yet, but when my little brother was born, we were told that he might have a case of dwarfism, which is, you know, where you don't really, no matter how old you get, you don't really grow. I don't know what causes it. I'm not sure. He also had, issues with, like a few years ago, a while back, he used to have issues with his breathing. And I knew something was wrong when he was a baby, but no one would listen to me. Again, what else is new, right? Yeah, what else is new? But anyway, when they finally did listen, I saw a video of how they were gonna, you know, how they do those surgeries where they just put some rods in you and move your heart away from where it's not supposed to be. It was part of it was literally squished in his sternum. But unfortunately, and fortunately, depending on how you look at it, Tony's like, nope, I'm out. And I'm actually glad he didn't get it, because that video made me sick. I'm not gonna lie, I told you guys that before, how I viewed that video on how they do that particular procedure. No joke, this is, ew, that was, way too risky. I'm glad my brother backed out of it. You know, it just, yikes. Speaking of my little brother Antonio, he graduates this year. And, you know, I'm really proud of him. This is so weird though. When they open the schools back up, my mom's like, oh hell no, I'm not sending Tony to school because he's not vaccinated yet. This was like in the early stages of COVID. Like early. Early middle, maybe late middle, somewhere between those two. But yeah, I'm really glad he didn't do that, because that was way too risky. And yeah, speaking of the vaccines, like I said in my last video, the Biden administration is spending like over $2 billion or something. I can't remember the exact number off my head. But yeah, and investing in COVID-19 pills. But this is really dumb. He said that you have to get the vaccine first, because the capsules are just there to, you know, treat you when you know, after you get vaccinated and you still get those symptoms. Now, the thing is like I said, with me, I'm like some kind of firewall. Like, I have a immune system that is compromised because of my disabilities and stuff, but it's not compromised due to the fact that I am really resilient and hardly ever get sick. But when I hardly ever really get sick, it hits me like hard, depending on what it is. But now, back to the whole Juneteenth thing. We've got one step down. We just need to do something to give people with disabilities their own federal holiday, national federal holiday. I mean, seriously, like, it's ridiculous that cop put that disabled guy in a chokehold about 2 or 3 years ago in the summer, and he may have been a heavyset guy, but you did not have to do that headlock. You did not have to put him in a chokehold. You know? And this guy is like my ex-boyfriend. You guys remember Jamie Dose? Ugh. Worst mistake I ever made. Anyway. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense as to, like, it actually does make sense to actually give disabled people their own holiday as well. And I should I really am trying to do that because I lived through so much shit that should have killed me but didn't. And I died 4 times and came back to life each time. And Jesus, like I said, lucky for my Lazarus syndrome. You know. But yeah. I really wish that they would get on the ball now and work on that as well, because we deserve to be commemorated as well, because too many people with disabilities also are being killed at the hands of police, or at least being attacked. Like I told you guys about my brutal the whole brutal ambush thing. I was sleeping in my bed, like I said, and then in the morning, I don't even know it was morning. But anyway, the cops came upstairs because my dad was stupid and let him in. His ass was drunk. Oh my god, dude, he was so buzzed and wasted, whatever. But I never, ever, ever am gonna let him live that down, because he played into he's basically an accomplice, and he still hasn't apologized to me for it. Same thing with my mom and the whole lynching thing. That may have only happened 2 minutes tops, but my mom, there's a high chance that she doesn't remember half the shit that she done. But it would be nice to get an apology for that. Not only that, but also for, I was only trying to help, and she punched me and I landed on the staircase. Luckily my head did not hit the doorway. I probably would have busted it open, and thank God the stairs were carpet, but still, they were really steep too. I even fell down them motherfuckers. Oh god, camera glitches again. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for all of your support. I just don't know where I would be without you guys. To think, I thought when I first started YouTube when I was 16 that I was not gonna get anywhere. And I'm so glad that I proved the doctors wrong. Like, can I get an amen and a hell yeah for that? Take that, medical books. That's why I don't read books, because there's a lot of books you can't trust. I used to read a lot, but large print books are hard to come by. It's crazy. But until next time, I've been Keyblade Master. Comment, rate, subscribe to become a Keyblade wielder. Stay awesome as usual. I'm sorry that my speech is a little impaired right now. I'm just trying to get a lot done at once. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's get a discussion started. And I'm sorry for the killer streak of uploads, but I just want to try my best to remain consistent, which can be pretty tough. due to the fact that my disabilities are getting a hell of a lot worse. But I'll see you guys next time. And, yeah. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.